about
how to look at Modigliani after the film?
After the film. Well, amazingly, I mean, for an artist that I've been well aware of and kind of greatly fascinated with for a number of years, like a lot of years, I learned so much more, even after having read about Modigliani and his life, and a lot of these artists as well in the past. But I learned, I suppose I learned a lot more about Modigliani and the refusal, the absolute refusal to compromise his vision for anything. And there's, I mean, we certainly deal with that in the film, but he was not. I mean, it was a time when everyone was, because Cubism happened in 1907, and then all this, you know, Duchamp with the nude descending the staircase, which basically represents cinema. But Modi he just never budged. And the idea of the silent cinema moments it was kind of like, you know, when you think about, well, yeah, Vincent van Gogh, Monet, all the Impressionists. It was a moment that came out of essentially like the birth of photography, right? So in a way, as the early 20th century was the birth of cinema, and sometimes we all have to see our lives as some kind of strange cinema, you know. So, yeah, it was a salute, but also a kind of, because it was so new, cinema, it affected painting just as photography did. So that was the addition of that. And the rest I just stood around and watched, basically.
Sí, tenemos ahí, señorita, aquí, no, aquí delante.
Here we go. We have another question.
Enhorabuena.
Congratulations for the film. I would like to ask the actors and actresses who are here what your participation was in the creative process that the director was talking about, and whether the director is especially a bit of a meticulous, a maniac in certain issues.
You've been reading my mail. or we're related. Well. Yeah, I'm afraid I can't answer that question. There's nothing I can say here.
No, but for me, it's been, of course, like an incredible journey to do this movie, because Johnny is a director that makes you feel safe and free. Allowed you to really push yourself to the limit, and but you feel that kind of love, and you feel protected, and so you're really there to give him everything. It's been like a dream become true, because of course I was like a huge fan of Johnny as an actor, and to see, for me, that to meet him and to see the person that I've met during this journey, it's like wow. So I've been like training myself in all those years in the good direction, in a, you know, in this kind of attitude where you basically, you really want to deal with creation, and you don't care about what the result it will be. So there is nothing to show. Why you making a movie? You know, there is no space for red carpets, pictures and clothes and all those things that, I'm not judging anything, but you know, is a real sharing of intimate things. And this has been for me wonderful, and also to work with all my other friends, and of course with Al and everyone, the producers. So thank you all of you. Grazie.
And I think what the beauty of this was that Johnny allowed us the freedom of collaborating, and for us actors to have a voice as artists too, which is not often the case. And he sort of encouraged us to sort of bring in our little ingredients to add to the soup. And then he created a sort of very safe playground for us to just be free, to experience, to feel, to fail, to laugh, to try things that may not work. And, you know, sometimes we did one scene a day, which I think is a very rare thing to do when you're on a movie set. So we had an extreme amount of time to sort of play around, and he trusted us and we trusted him, and that was so beautiful.
I was very, very lucky. I am very lucky, even. Singular experience for me. Very singular, very organic, which does happen, of course, in cinema, but this was a very organic process is the process, but this was a very organic sort of grouping, and things just happened without any, no one needed to goad anyone into anything. Things just happened, and these very talented people ran with it, you know. So again, I feel like the luckiest guy in the world to have been able to just simply capture behavior and reactions and life to its minutiae through their eyes. I feel very lucky. Ryan?
I think everybody said what I was going to say already. No, for me, a kid who grew up in Ireland and dropped out of school and started working in the theatre, this experience for me has been one of the most fulfilling and rewarding experiences I may ever have as an actor, and it's down to everyone's talent and hard work throughout the whole film and production. But working with Johnny is beyond my wildest dreams. Also, to be in a film with Al Pacino, and you know, Johnny created such a space for us to explore, to experiment, to fail, to find the new, to capture these accidents that would happen from purely only being in the moment. And for me, I got advice from a French actor, Vincent Cassel, about 10 years ago, shooting in Italy, and he stopped me mid-scene. Maybe he doesn't remember, but he said to me that you should take a risk here in this moment. And he was right. I'd sort of shied away from it for fear or whatever. And I said to myself, from this moment on, I will continue to take risks. And this is one thing that dear Johnny encouraged us to do, which was to take risks with the work, to take risks with the performance, and to be free. And that for me will live with me for the rest of my life. And to that end, thank you.
Yes. Maybe Bruno and
Perhaps
want to.
Yes, so with my broken English, what can I say more? Maybe I can say to you that one of the most important things for me as an actor is that Johnny gives you the feeling that you are at the same level. That confidence gives you so many opportunities to show your fantasy, because he makes you feel comfortable. And there is a sentence of an Italian actor named Eduardo. Eduardo was saying, if you are looking for the style, you find the death. But if you are looking for the life, you will find the style. And with Johnny, we are looking for life. We are looking for the truth. And for me, it was so precious. And so, merci, Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
So now for me it's very difficult, you know. I speak in Italian because it's better for me. Sono molto emozionata di essere qui perché
I'm very excited to be here today because when Johnny offered me this role, I thought he was joking.
quando l'ho incontrato
And when we met,
sono stata felicissima di essere a bordo di questo bellissimo progetto.
I was very pleased to be able to participate in this project with such a beautiful story, and I'm very pleased to be able to share it with these marvelous actors and actresses and with this director, a very good director who always helped us, and this can't be paid for. He always
Dare il meglio di te.
places you in the situation to be able to give the best of yourself. And I also would like to say that I found something that I didn't expect, and I don't know why I didn't expect it, but it surprised me a lot. I found a lot of kindness, and I have found a lot of humanity in him. And I must say that with Riccardo, we've known each other for quite a while now, but we were never able to work together in Italy. But I was glad to be able to be witness of his talent, of his passion, the passion that he's portrayed in his role. So good luck.
Grazie Johnny.
Amazing.